Good afternoon on what is a warm, bright and sunny day. It is Saturday the 4th of May and I'm in the reading up with a package to unbox, quite a big one, and one with a bit of a rattle to it. So let's get this open. Got the knife here. So let's just go. And it's been sturdily taped down, which is always good. It just makes it a bit more difficult to get into with any ease. Just don't want to cut too deeply. So I'm kind of fighting to get this in. There we go. Just trying to get the cover off. Very well packaged. And then let's find where, okay, there we go. One. Just trying to find a point where I can actually cut this, the final bit of packaging kind of loose. So he did tell you it's quite well securely packaged. Can't complain at that. And there we are. That's it. So that's it. Okay. So now just the bubble wrap to do. And almost there. Let me just get the. And you might actually get some idea of what I've got in here. And it's this. Okay, Dragonstrike game, hyper reality. This video, VHS video inside. Adventure Vision game series, ages 10 to adult. In a time of magic and mystery, heroes rise to the challenge. This is from TSR. This is part of just a range of starter games that TSR published during the 1990s for Dungeons and Dragons 2nd edition and basic Dungeons and Dragons. So, more epic adventures, action than you can imagine. Dragonstrike the video comes in Dragonstrike the game. Watch 33 minutes of awesome video action as heroes fight wicked monsters and powerful magic. The Dragonstrike video is the first video produced in hyper reality, TM, trademark, a breakthrough in movie making technology. When Dragonstrike video ends, the game begins. You and your friends race against time in the starring roles of heroes in 16 exciting adventures. Search for treasure, solve mysteries, battle vicious monsters, and play as a team to win. You can't go it alone, or you could choose to play the role of a Dragon Master with hordes of monsters at your command. Are you ready to fight dragons? Start your quest today. Dragonstrike the video comes in the Dragonstrike game. There we go. And opening this up. And I'm not going to do the usual thing of tipping it because I don't want to. So you actually, it's very much more like a board game. So you've got these giant, terrific boards, you know, where you can play. They're double-sided. I mean, you could use these today. They're a bit garish by modern standards, I suppose, but you could use them. So you've got two of those. There we go. Then, let's see what else have we got in here. We've got, here are the instructions. So, contents, and how to put things again, the assembly. how to play, rules for movement, and going through doors, attacking, so casting a spell, and then we've got basic aspects of the game such as sight, reach, and allies. So this is quite well shown in terms of on the map, and then how to search for treasure and find and disarm traps. Succinctly done. Or perform a feat. Common feats of dexterity: climb a wall, aim and throw, and so on. And then the thief has his own list of feats. So you've got feats that most characters can do, feats for the thief. And then we've got notes on special terrain. And encountering dark fire, that's going to be the dragon. Every hero fears the dragon. That's not cowardice, that's common sense. And then a guide to the markers used in play. How to read a character card, how to read a monster card. So you've got a guide to that. And there's a sample warrior card. And a couple of those. So you've got monster cards there for the giant and then the troll. And then expanding play, so you can take it out into the castle, city, and a cavern. So you've got those blank ones which you can fill in, the valley, and then you've got a guide to the symbols there as well. And then you sort of basically rules in brief on the back. And then, so this is it's all a bit of a jumble here, but essentially you've got the Game Master screen, Dragonstrike Master screen, what the monster does on their turn, the monsters you list in the game, how to run the adventure, so on, feats listed there, stats down the side, and a nice sort of like action shot on the outside. So you've got a screen in there, essentially. You're going to have that for more of what happens with Dragonstrike. Join the Dragon Knights, become an official club for heroes like you. So there's almost like an organisation which you can play. Then you've got the character cards. So you've got the dwarf and the wizard. And the warrior, I mean, that's so 80s, with that hair. Thief, skulking there. And then you've got the female thief. You've got two thieves. She doesn't skulk. I mean, she sort of skulks a bit, but not there. It's sort of like, I'm a thief and I'm pretty, it's sort of like, and then the elf, you can tell because the pointy ears and the makeup. You got those, and then so this is the map book, and here the individual locations marked out. There's quite a lot to see in here, actually. You do get a lot of stuff in this game. I'm quite impressed by it. That's the map book. Then you've got the adventures book. So you've got the summary of the adventures at the front. A guide on how to use the book. So you've got the explanation of sort of breakdown of how against the giant you're using one encounter, using one of those maps, with special delivery. Against the giant, that's looking at the individual, in particular scenario itself. so on. So you've got all those adventures listed on there, quite simply produced and straightforward. Okay, the video, okay, there's the video, not even been played. That's fresh. You know, that's you know, mint. I've got some miniatures in here. I'll get to those. Customer response card, of course, because you used to get those. You've got individual, so templates. They're kind of a bit difficult to use in play, I would imagine. You've got a rule summary. Way to expand your warband to new dimensions. This is an advert for something in 2006. I don't know what it's kind of doing in this game. You've got assembly tiles, extra bits and pieces. I don't know whether these would be in the original game. So this might be extra to it. I don't know. Field of Ruin. So you've got another big fat location. Field of Ruin, and on the back you've got Dragonstrike. Very difficult to kind of show you because they're so big. It's so big, and I sort of like would have to almost get out of the Nook and go around the back. See if I can try and fold this down correctly. There we go. Fold down like that. More assembly tiles. Pieces. Advert for Winter '93 catalogue. Always fun to look at these. That's not going to list everything for TSR, but you know, I'm coming from TSR. More fun with the next step, Dragon Quest or the complete dungeon. But basically, so you've got another starter set or introductory game, as well as that. I mean, you know, they advertised in the same thing. Then you've got the miniatures. So here, for example, kind of a ghoul creature, and these are really nice, blocky, sturdy figures. And there's the dragon. I mean, it's kind of like you know, it's a bit kind of blocky and blobby. I don't know, but I mean, there's a nice level of detail on there, and but they're quite sturdy. So Scorpion Man, and quite a large base actually there. So there's actually a bit missing there, but I'll find that. So you've got some kind of like, almost like I think a fire elemental, another gargoyle, goblin with bloody big scimitar. So you've got all these, and then you've got the heroes. So sort of like there's going to be your elf, and your magic user, your wizard. That's going to be your thief, of course, skulking there with a knife about to stick it in your back. Your dwarf warrior. What else have we got in here? That's going to be the female warrior thief, and she's not skulking at all. So you've got all these. These are really kind of nice and funky. So you've got a lot in here, in fact. You really do have. And I've got a cardboard insert, and you've got all these. So these are the extra legs. So if I could basically just grab that, and that sort of goes like that. So you've got a bit of, you know, extension on a 3D effect, although you've got nothing else behind. That's fine. That's fine. And then you've got things like the treasure card. So, you know, so treasure card, magic dagger, and I've got a whole sheaf of cards like that in here. So they would need to be tidied up and sorted through. So you might have a hero spell card, and there's levitate, so it's sort of like, you know, or a monster, troll, and so on. And then you've got a bag full of bits, you know, of counters and cards. Got an 8-sided die. And there's one of the doors you would set up. And there's quite a lot of those actually. And sort of white tokens for flipping on your card. You're basically marking things on the cards. Traps. Webs. It needs a whole of a tidy up because basically, but I'm glad to have finally got a hold of a copy because I've always wanted one of this. And it is actually kind of amazing what's in here about the production values of it, that are, you know, far more new than you think you would ever kind of do. Loads of decent miniatures, loads of cards, and what it really kind of ultimately strikes me as being, essentially, it was TSR's answer to Hero Quest. You know, with just the amount of content in here, the amount of boards and miniatures and extra stuff that you perhaps wouldn't necessarily see them produce otherwise. But yeah, I'm looking forward to giving this a review. I think it means I've got almost everything. The only thing I don't have is at the moment is the starter set that they did at one point early on. But yeah, this is Dragonstrike game, hyper reality game. Essentially, it's kind of an introduction to Dungeons and Dragons, but not published by TSR in 1993. Definitely looking forward to giving this a good review. But in the meantime, thanks for watching another unboxing in the Nook. If you enjoyed this, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, let me just say, if you want to be able to get more unboxings in the Nook, where you'll see me out here with basically a role-playing game, board game, or a board game like a role-playing game, which is Dragonstrike, which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Hold on. Then please do click on the like, on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. I will be back again with another one. Okay, bye for now.